When solving equations that have variables on both sides of the equation, we use some of the skills we've already learned in solving one-step and two-step equations. The first example, we read 5x plus 2 equals 3x plus 14. Now if you notice, we have x's on both sides of the equal sign. We have 5 on the left and 3 on the right. So the first thing that we need to do is decide which side of the equation we want our x's to be on. They need to go onto the same side. Then all the other numbers that do not have a variable, that don't have any variable, will go to the opposite side. So in this case, I'm going to bring all the x's to the left and all the numbers that don't have x's to the right. $5x and 3x I want to put on the left. The 2 and the 14 I'm going to move to the right. And here's how you move numbers from one side to the other side of an equation. It's really simple. The x's, this 5x is already on the left, so we're going to leave it here. The x that's on the right, we're simply going to eliminate it from the right-hand side. So 3x minus 3x, that's going to eliminate it. We're also going to do the same thing on the left-hand side. So we're going to subtract 3x from the left. And notice I lined it up underneath its like term. You can only add and subtract numbers that are like terms, meaning they have the same variable with the same exponent. So we have 5x minus 3x, which is 2x. And here we have 3x minus 3x. That cancels out. Now, we're not done yet. We have still 2 over here and 14 over here. Now we're going to move all these to the right. The 14 is already on the right, so we can leave it there. But what we need to do is eliminate the 2 from the left-hand side. So we're going to subtract 2 from 2. That eliminates it. But then we need to do the same thing on the right. So we line it up with its like term. 14 and minus 2 are like terms. They're just whole numbers with no variables. So 14 minus 2 is equal to 12. Now our last step, just a one-step equation. We have 2x equals 12. We just divide by our coefficient, which is 2, on both sides of the equation. And we have x equals 6. Now our second example, it's a little more involved because we're going to have to do something with these numbers that are being multiplied on the outside of parentheses. Let's read the whole problem first. We have 2 times 5x minus 1, and then we have that equaling 3 times x plus 11. Now we have to do something called distributing here. And what that means is this is 2 times both of these terms. So we're multiplying 2 times both of the terms, which means I like to draw arrows to both terms. I'm going to multiply 2 times 5x and then 2 times 1. So I have 2 times 5x, and if I have 2 sets of 5x's, I have 10x minus 2 times 1, which is 2. The right side of the equation, I'm multiplying x and 11 by 3. So I'm distributing the 3 to the x and the 3 to the 11. Now I have 3 times x, which is 3x, plus 3 times 11, which is 33. Now this problem is in the same form now as our first equation we did. We need to get our variables on the left or the right. I usually just bring them to the left. Bring our variables to the left and all our numbers that don't have variables to the right. So my 10x is going to stay on the left. My 3x I want to eliminate from the right and bring it over to the left. So I'm going to subtract 3x from 3x. Then I have to line it up under its like term. 3x, its like term, is the 10x. It has the same variable. Cancel through the 3x minus 3x. And we have 10x minus 3x, which is 7x. And we have one more part to do in this step. This minus 2. We want to take the minus 2 and eliminate it from the left and take it to the right. In order to do that, in order to eliminate a minus 2, I'm going to add 2 to the left. Those cancel out. I'm also going to add 2 to the right to keep it equal. Now we have 33 plus 2, which is 35. Now the final step, we have 7x equals 35. We're going to divide by the coefficient 7. 7 over 7 is 1, so we have 1x equals 35 divided by 7, which is 5.